Why doesn't every language just use one writing system that can represent all of the different sounds? Like, could that work? Well, the answer is kind of, because we actually already have a writing system like that. If you've ever studied linguistics or like choral music, you might know about this. I'm talking about the International Phonetic Alphabet. You know how with like dictionary entries, you'll see something like this? Well, that's actually not what I'm talking about. This particular system for clarifying how English words are pronounced is actually only used for English dictionaries. But what's cool is that the International Phonetic Alphabet can literally be used for any language. So basically, you can take any sentence in any language and transcribe it as detailed as you want in IPA symbols, and a trained linguist would know how to read it. And if the transcription was detailed enough, reading it correctly would essentially mean you'd have no accent. I'm not perfect at this, but sometimes commenters will be surprised at how well I can pronounce individual words in different languages, and this is how. The IPA has symbols for basically any consonant and any vowel, and then diacritics you can add to them to make them even more clear. So for instance, I could write this for the English word kin, but let's say I want to emphasize that I kind of nasalize that vowel a little bit, so I could be like kin. Then I could just add a nasal diacritic to represent that specific pronunciation. And I could do the same thing for like Spanish, for example. So I could transcribe the Spanish word gente like this, but if I wanted to represent that I was nasalizing that vowel, I could add that diacritic again, and then if I wanted to represent that it was a dental T, I could add a diacritic for that too. And again, the IPA is designed to do this for literally any sound in any documented language. There's even symbols like this for buh. Okay, so why don't we all use this? Well, obviously there's the logistical issues of getting everybody on board with it, and it doesn't really help that the symbols are kind of Eurocentric, but that's not even the biggest reason. The big thing is that in most situations, it's just not efficient or important to transcribe people's speech perfectly, especially since some texts aren't even representing spoken speech, they're just text. Like obviously English orthography isn't perfect, but can you imagine if we had to find all those different symbols for words like this? It's kind of nice to use just 26 letters, right? The IPA is only really useful when you need to know exactly how somebody sounds. Although it's important to clarify that it's sometimes used in a more general sense as opposed to clarifying one person's individual speech. These general transcriptions are called phonemic transcriptions as opposed to phonetic transcriptions. Phonemic systems like this could sort of be used as standalone writing systems, but they wouldn't really perfectly capture the sounds of the language. Thanks for watching, and if you like wacky linguistic symbols, check out these cool shirts in the link in my bio.